Rain poured softly outside the glass walls of the towering skyscraper. Inside, in an office lined with awards and city views, Ethan Cole, a 38-year-old billionaire CEO, sat behind his desk, exhausted, hollow-eyed, and alone. The world saw him as powerful and unbreakable, but behind that cold exterior was a man barely holding on. His wife, Grace, had died 3 years ago in a car crash, leaving behind their only daughter, Lily, who was just 6 at the time. Since that day, Ethan's life had lost color. Work had become his only escape. He poured himself into it to numb the pain, but every night when he came home to Lily, her fragile body weakened by a congenital heart condition, the guilt came flooding back. He had all the money in the world, but he couldn't buy back his wife or his daughter's health. The next morning, Ethan's assistant walked in. "Sir, the new nurse has arrived for Lily. She's waiting downstairs." Ethan nodded, barely looking up. "Good. Make sure she's qualified. Lily needs the best care possible." Minutes later, the elevator doors opened to reveal a woman in a simple white uniform holding a small bag. Her name tag read, Emma Clark. Her brown hair was pulled into a neat bun, but her eyes, soft, kind, and slightly anxious, carried stories of hardship. She wasn't the nurse the agency had recommended. A clerical mix-up had brought her instead of someone else, but neither Ethan nor Emma knew that yet. When she met Lily for the first time, Emma knelt down to her level, smiling gently. "Hi, sweetheart, I'm Emma. I'm going to take care of you, okay?" Lily's small voice trembled. "Will you read me bedtime stories too?" "Mommy used to do that." Emma's heart cracked. "Yes, honey, every night." Ethan stood silently at the doorway, watching. Something about Emma's tone, the way she spoke, her patience, her warmth, disarmed him. It reminded him of Grace. Days turned into weeks. Emma didn't just nurse Lily, she became her light. She painted with her, told stories, sang lullabies, and made her laugh, laughter Ethan hadn't heard in years. Sometimes, Ethan would pause outside Lily's door, listening. He'd hear Emma's soft voice reading fairy tales, or Lily's giggles echoing through the hallway. For the first time in forever, the house felt alive again. Ethan started noticing Emma in ways he didn't expect, the way she tied Lily's shoelaces, her calm under pressure, her quiet kindness. She never treated him like a billionaire, she treated him like a father who loved his daughter. But one evening, something happened that changed everything. Ethan came home early and found Emma sitting alone in the garden, her head bowed. She was holding a small photo of a man in military uniform. "You okay?" he asked softly. She quickly wiped her tears. "Oh, Mr. Cole, I'm sorry, I didn't hear you." Ethan sat beside her. "You don't have to call me that. You can just call me Ethan." She smiled faintly. "Old habits. My fiancé, he used to call me that too." Her voice cracked. "He was a soldier. He never made it back." The air grew still. For the first time, Ethan saw her pain, not as an employee, but as a woman carrying a broken heart, just like him. That night, while Lily slept, Ethan walked into the kitchen. Emma was making hot cocoa, humming a lullaby he hadn't heard since Grace's last birthday. He froze. "Where did you learn that song?" Emma turned, startled. "Oh, my mother used to sing it to me. It's an old tune." But Ethan's eyes filled with tears. "Grace wrote that song. She used to sing it to Lily before bed." Emma's face paled. She whispered, "Grace Cole, your wife." Ethan nodded. "You knew her." Emma's voice trembled. "She was my nurse instructor when I was in training. She helped me get my first job." She said, "Kindness can heal more than medicine ever could." At that moment, Ethan realized, Emma wasn't just a nurse. She was Grace's last gift to him and Lily, a living reminder of her belief in love and compassion. The truth about the agency mistake came out soon after. Ethan discovered Emma had been sent by accident, she wasn't on the official roster. But instead of firing her, he couldn't imagine life without her now. When he told her about the error, Emma panicked. "I'm so sorry, Mr. Cole. I'll leave right away. I never meant to cause trouble." But Ethan stopped her. "Emma, you healed more than just my daughter. You healed me." Tears welled in her eyes as Lily ran in, hugging her tightly. "Daddy, please don't make Emma go." Ethan smiled through the ache. "She's not going anywhere, sweetheart." Months later, Lily's health began improving, stronger heart, brighter eyes. And on a quiet Sunday morning, As the three of them sat in the garden, Lily looked up and said, "Daddy, can Emma stay forever?" Ethan looked at Emma, her eyes filled with both love and disbelief, and whispered, "I was hoping she would." A year later, on a beautiful spring afternoon, a small ceremony was held under the same oak tree where Ethan first found Emma crying. Lily tossed flower petals in the air as Ethan took Emma's hand and said, "Grace taught me love once. But you taught me how to live again." And in that moment, both broken hearts finally became whole. Narration closes softly. Sometimes love doesn't come once in a lifetime, it returns when your heart is ready to see it again. If you believe in second chances, kindness, and love's healing power, don't forget to subscribe for more heartwarming stories like this one. Sparkling Heart.